Hey everyone, welcome back. So on Sunday, we've got the Club World Cup final, Chelsea vs PSG. So that'll be our last chance to jump up in rank. So I'm going to show you my team selection video ahead of the game and show you my plans to try and get into the top 100. Just a reminder, the transfer deadline is at 7 o'clock on Sunday. So if you're watching this, pause the video, go onto your reminders, set a reminder for 6:30 on Sunday, just so you've got plenty of time to lock into your side and have a look at the team lineups. And now if you've pressed play and done that and you're thankful for the reminder, hit the like button, I'll appreciate that. Anyway, waffling on, let's just jump into it. So first of all, let's go over how I got on in Matchday 6. So I had Robert Sanchez in goal and Donnarumma as my backup. Sanchez kept a clean sheet, he got a yellow card, so he went down to 6, but I didn't think it was worth taking the risk, taking him out my side just to get a potential one more point. So I kept Sanchez in goal. Yes, I did lose 1 point, but I don't think it was worth the risk. And then into defence, Hakimi did it again, 10 points. I think that's 3 games in a row. He's got 10 points or more. I didn't captain him this time. I did drop 2 points because I had Reece James in my side, but I took him out and put Garcia. He -1 with Garcia. And Reece James kept 1, so I lost out on the 2 points, but never mind. I thought it was worth the risk because Reece James with only 1 point coming off the bench last game, I didn't think he was a really good point, so I wanted to take that risk. Then Cucurella kept a clean sheet, 7 points. And then last on my bench is Pacho. He was suspended for this game. He stayed on sub number 3 for me. But he'll be back from suspension for the final, so I don't have to make a transfer for him. Maybe it was worth trying to sell him and buy somebody else. I could have bought somebody like Tosin, but never mind. It is what it is. Then into midfield, I've got Dembele and Doué. Dembele scored a goal. He got 10 points. Doué didn't do much. He got 3 points. He kept a clean sheet, so he got an extra points for that. The fact that he's starting, I'm happy I've got him for the final. And the same with Cavichelli, he hasn't done that much the last few games. And if it was in an FPL season, it was a long haul, I'll probably be selling him and he'll be on my chopping block. But it's a final now, so I'd probably keep him. And then the other player that did something was Enzo Fernandez. He got himself an assist, so 6 points from him. And then on my bench, I have Cole Palmer with 3 points. I did start him and captain him. He didn't do much. He only got 6 points for as a captain. So I dropped him and put Dembele in my side, and Dembele got 10 points instead of 3, so it was a good switch. And then up front, I got João Pedro and Garcia. Garcia didn't do that much. He started, but PSG was well on top. And Mbappe the same, he didn't really do much. And the player that did do something for me was João Pedro. He scored 2 goals against his old side, Fluminense. That's why he didn't celebrate it. I think it was a good transfer, but I think a lot of people did it as well because he was starting, and I think everybody got the deadline team news just before it. So I don't think I got much points from that, but it was worth the points. And then, as I said I would do, I bought Vinicius Jr. as my 12th man. He didn't do that much. He got 2 points. Real Madrid was really disappointing. I was expecting at least a goal from Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. or Garcia, but no, they got to be easily 4-0. So the 12th manship was a bit of a waste. 2 points isn't the greatest, but I finished the game week with 72 points and 509 for the tournament. I jumped rank 110 places, which is good at the end of the tournament. But as you can tell, there's still a bit of work to get into that top 100 rank. I had a quick look at them. I'm only 16 points off 100th place, so that is in touching distance. Do I think I'm going to do it? Probably not, because I think a lot of managers will have the same side as me. So I don't think I'll close the gap on many points because everybody will have the same team. But yeah, I'm going to keep it safe and hope that a lot of managers go -3 or -6 to get the players in, and they fail. We will see. So with that in mind, let's have a look at my Matchday 7 side to hopefully get me into the top 100. So as you can see, I'm pretty well set up for the final. I've got 12 players and then I can make 6 transfers. So 3 of them will be selling the Real Madrid assets. So then it's 3 players that I can use to upgrade my squad and get it the best it can be. So with that in mind, let's have a look at what I'm thinking. So yeah, the first 3 transfers will be Mbappe and the 2 Garcias who have been eliminated. And the players that I'm likely to buy are these. Garcia going out for Nuno Mendes. I think PSG have got a better chance of keeping a clean sheet to Chelsea. PSG have kept 7 clean sheets in the last 8 games. They've looked really good. They won the Champions League. They look really good against Real Madrid. I don't think I can bet against a PSG clean sheet, so I think I'm going to go for Nuno Mendes. And then my other 2 transfers for these Real Madrid assets are Chelsea players. I think they're the best players to get for the price, and I think they'll start. And I feel it'll be a bit stupid to buy Ramos from PSG if he doesn't start and use one of my PSG players on somebody that doesn't start. I think the Chelsea players are much better because if they start, they score, and I could bench them. And if someone gets injured in warm, one of these players could come in and do really well for me. So that's the plan that I was going to do. So the first option was Nkunku, but this could be Delap or Jackson. Depends on who's starting for him, but Nkunku is my first choice, and then it'll be Delap and then Jackson. But I'll be waiting until team news because I think we'll get it, and then I'll know who's starting, and whoever's starting, I'll probably buy them. And if none of them are starting, I'll probably just buy Delap and have the cheaper option because I think he's more likely to come off the bench. Delap was suspended last game. Jackson didn't start when he was come back from suspension the last 2 games. So I don't think he's going to be the guy that comes on in the final. So I'm going to go probably with Delap. And then for transfer 4, Fernandez for Neto. This isn't locked in. I'll wait until deadline and see which player's starting. If Neto's starting, I might go for him because I think he's got more chance of getting a goal, and on the break, I think he's really lethal. And I think Neto's shown in the first 2 group games that he's lethal on the break. He got 2 goals from that. So against the side like PSG, who are going to pressure from the front, I think there might be spaces in the back, and that could be key in Chelsea winning this game, beating them on the break. And Neto is one of them players that could really do that. And then last of all, for transfer 5, I'm not too sure on this one. I'm not too sure if I want the back 5 of PSG, because if they concede, all the points have gone out the window. And if Chelsea keep a clean sheet, I'm going to be losing loads of points on everybody. Again, with this one, I'm going to wait until deadline and see if he's starting. If he's starting, maybe I keep him. If he's not, maybe I'll go for Marquinhos. Maybe I'll go for another Chelsea asset like Gusto or Tosin or Chalobah, but we'll see. I'm not sure about having 5 played from PSG, but it could be an option. So if I did make all them 5 transfers, this is how my side would look. We will have to wait until deadline, because if some of these players don't start or some of these players do start, I might change my mind on them. Because if Barcola starts, if Reece James doesn't start, there's a lot of things that could change my plans. But yes, Sanchez, Cucurella, Neto, Palmer, Jackson and Cuckoo, Pedro for Chelsea. Then Donnarumma, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Mendes for PSG, with Dembele, Doué and Kvaratskhelia. I think with this, I've got the best player for each side. There's obviously a few other players that could get really good points, like Vitinha or Ruiz, but I can't get them all. I can only pick 11 players. Final, so but Barcola, easily he could come off the bench and do something. Ramos could come off the bench and do something. Chelsea players off the bench could do something, and Cuckoo, Jackson, Delat. But if I do make them 5 transfers, this is what it could look like. I do think there's a strong possibility that Cucurella or Reece James comes into my 11, or both of them, and have all the fullbacks. I do think there's a strong chance that Marquinhos doesn't actually get signed and Pacho actually gets benched, and I play Marc Cucurella and Reece James and have all the fullbacks from the sides, and then there's more chance of goals and assists from them. And then if they keep a clean sheet, at least I've got the Chelsea players as well. So I just like to rank what I think is the best captains, and I think Dembele is the clear and obvious one. I think he's the more chance of getting goals and assists. I think he started the last game and he got rested for the last 30 minutes, so I think he'll be fresh for this one. And then in second place, I've got Hakimi. He could get a goal or an assist, and he could easily get a clean sheet. 7 clean sheets in the last 8, so he could easily do it again. But if you're chasing him in the league and you're trying to get higher in rank, maybe Cole Palmer's a good option, or João Pedro, because I don't think many people will be captaining him. I think Chelsea assets could be really good for this one. For a differential, Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, these players could really do well. Reece James, Cucurella. These players could get goals and assists and change it. These players could get goals and assists and get real big points. And it could change your mini league or rank massively. Let me know in the comment section who you're captaining and what your number 1, 2 and 3 captain choices will be. Pick the ones that you think are the best, and pick the ones that you think is the best differential one, because I'm interested to see what you think. Anyway, that's it for my team selection video. I hope you've liked it. If you have, hit the like button and hit subscribe. My aim is to get 200 subscribers before the end of the tournament. Help me get that, and hit subscribe so you can see if I can get into the top 100. And I'll be playing FPL next season, so hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of content. Anyway, signing off, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.